when I first got this Armor Sentin 4x4 Mega, I got it at a great deal. I think like $219, brand new in the box, and it comes with pretty much everything you need ready to run, which is one of the major factors, which is why I chose it, other than the modular system, and plus it looks pretty cool, you know. And I knew that at some point I was gonna delve into the brushless world and make this go brushless, and so that's what I ended up doing. But I went about it the long and hard way. And so I'm going to show you what I ended up with, what I did, what I ended up with, and so you don't have to make those mistakes. And this will apply to any of the brushed or 3S models, 10 scale, that Armor provides. So when I first did the speed run against my Red Cat Blackout at Short Course Truck, I realized that it only did like 19 miles an hour and then 18 on 2S. And so I was determined to get this thing to go a little faster. I mean, it was quick off the line, but then flat out speeds, it was just, it was a letdown. So I started looking on Amazon into brushless motors. I didn't know anything about brushless motors or running LiPo. If you saw one of my previous videos, I was really scared of, you know, getting into LiPo. But now that I've gotten into LiPo, I love it. But anyway, so I went on Amazon and I was like, let me get the cheapest stuff that I can get with some decent reviews. And so I landed on the Ghoul RC / Surpass Hobby / whatever name of the week that they're selling it under. I got a 60 amp ESC with a 3650 motor at the 3900 kV. I figured the stock BLX comes with a 100 amp ESC and it's capable of running 3S, and also it does 50 miles an hour out the box plus, and all I needed, right, was an ESC and a motor, and I was wrong about that, but I'll talk about that later. That 60 amp ESC 3650 size cam motor with 3900 kV, and then I did some gearing. It was on the stock brushed gears, and so it went pretty quickly, but I kept having trouble with the motor, so I figured, hey, I need a larger ESC. So then I went and got the 80 amp version, and that set came with a 4200 kV 3660 motor. So I figured, hey, going up from 3650 to 3660, 50 being the length and millimeters, and 60 meaning it's 10 millimeters longer than the 3650, the 3660. Anyway, and then with 300 more kV, I figured, you know, I could match or even top the speeds of a stock BLX. Wrong. Was having trouble with that, so I figured, let me go up to 120 amp ESC, right? I ordered a 3660 can motor, 3500 kV this time instead of the 4200 kV. So I went down, and then I ordered a 120 amp ESC, again a cheap Ghoul RC / Surpass / whatever brand that they were selling it at, cheap, about 35 bucks. And I figured that can definitely run the system. Blew the first one up, got a replacement. That one, it didn't work out either, and so finally I had to face the facts. Just get something a little bit more reputable. And so that's why I ended up getting this. This is the Hobbywing QUICRUN brushless system combo. It comes with 120 amp ESC, the 10BL120 brushless electronic speed controller, waterproof, and it also comes with a QUICRUN 3660 can size 4-pole brushless motor, sensorless, 3700 kV. And so I figured, hey, the stock BLX comes with 100 amp ESC, so I have 120 here, and then it comes with a 3660 motor, but with 3200 kV, so I have it beat by 500 kV here. This should do what I wanted to do, which was basically be able to hit speeds of over 50. Here. 30. I think we could beat that without the top. Because it's gonna want to win. Let's get it. Oh look, and this came off. 49.5. Oh my foot. I definitely broke something in my foot. And then, you know, be able to do wheelies on demand. So let me show you a little bit about this system. This thing is 30. I took it for a couple of runs. I've been running it on 3S. It's 5200 milliamp hour battery by Z. It's an 80C motor. It's an 80C battery, 3-cell LiPo. And here's the quick one. It's you might have seen it fall off in that video, but I have some Gorilla Glue in there. This stuff takes 24 hours to set, but I'm gonna try something else. That double-sided tape is not really holding up. I think it's because of that raised Armor logo decal on the top of this receiver box. Maybe not letting it sit flush with the tape or whatever, but anyway. And also I ended up rubbing off the shrouds for these wire leads, so I took the opportunity to wrap them and then color code them. These come black. Oh look, he's out again. I'm gonna have to find a more permanent solution for this. But at least I got the tape on now. Wire. Oh man, I'm gonna have to attach these wires. So anyway, here's the 3660 size cam motor. It's a little bit dusty. But this is the quick run motor. Like I said, 3700 kV. And this is the stock Armor BLX fan heatsink, motor fan and heatsink combination. Okay, these come with XT60 connectors, which I didn't really know much about, but I actually like them. They stay in there pretty decently as opposed to the T-style connectors. And it fits in here really good. I mean, this does have two holes in the bottom for mounting, but I'm not gonna take a chance putting screws in there trying to mount it to this. I probably should though. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna drill some holes. I'm gonna find some screws and just screw it into here along with the Gorilla Glue. While that's still wet, I could take it off, put some holes in there and mount this thing correctly because, let's see. Oh, the mounting holes are here. So if I'm mounted in this orientation, that might not work. But whatever. I had some Velcro strips in here, hook and loop strips for the previous ESCs that I had. They were much larger, but they were clearly knockoffs of these type Hobbywing. And with this Hobbywing, you get the power button, but you also get this set button. All this button does is set the parameters on your transmitter. You know, the full forward, full reverse, and neutral. That's all that does. And so what I would highly recommend you getting is this, the Hobbywing program card. This thing I got for 10 bucks. Comes with the program card. It comes with these labels. If depending on what your application is, you use these labels and put them on here if you need to. But for this application, we're using the one that's already on here, table 2. It also comes with the BEC connector, so male to male. One of the really good features about this is that you can program the ESC right through this port. And so you just plug in your male BEC connector. You line up negative, positive, and signal here. And you just plug it in right here. Boom. And then you plug the other end into the program card and you're up and going. There's other videos on how to program it and how to set this thing up. I won't go through that, but I will say I've already gotten, what was it, 56 miles an hour on this. Let's see what we got. 56.2, son. Okay. Oh, but did I grind down my body mounts again? Let's see. Let's go try to put the body on. 11.2. Okay. With no body on. I found that with any iteration of motor that I had brushless, after about 45, 46 miles an hour, this thing wants to catch air, you know. All right, so we were able to get 56.2 miles an hour, but I keep sanding down my body mounts. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a pin through there. This one looks, yeah, it's still there. All right, so let's switch out these tires, these wheels and tires, and the body, and try it on some dirt, some grass, whatever. This one, look, the foam came out. Wow, we have one survivor. Oh well, ouch. So it does everything that I wanted to do, and you saw how it shredded up those tires. So Hobbywing QUICRUN waterproof 10BL120 combo. You have a choice of motors. I don't know what the other choice of motors are right now, but I'll put that up. on the screen. And I got this for $85 shipped for both of these. And so I had about $260 odd wrapped up in those other 4 ESCs, 3 different brushless motors of different sizing, and 2 different program cards. And so all of that went back, and then I got all of this for less than half of that. So figure 85 for the kit, and then another 10 for the program card, under $100, and you're in there like swimwear from last year. So this is Big Briss and Big Briss TV. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. This thing runs awesomely, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, I went out and bought me a temp gun and laser pointed heat gun. Somebody on one of the forums said that, you know, you need one of those in this hobby, and sometimes you really do. I especially could have used it with those other cheap setups that I had, but with this one, the ESC never reached over 90, and the motor even less than that. And so this thing ran cool, and the fan doesn't even sound really loud. And so I really like that about this setup. So I think this is going to be the last setup unless I break it. Keep knocking this thing off, but I'm going to add some weight to this, and hopefully that Gorilla Glue will set overnight, and I'll be good to go. And not to completely take anything and everything away from those other cheaper systems, but especially if you don't know what voltage that you want to run your rig at. You know, for instance, I'm going to run this at 11.1 nominal volts, which is for short 3S. So I'm going to run this on 3S LiPo, and I needed to match up the ESC and the motor combo with the gearing and tire size that I had so that the system could run correctly. And you might think, oh, let me go out and get a higher kV motor or a higher amp ESC to push what I'm trying to push. But if all of those numbers, amps of the ESC rating, the voltage that you want to run, the amp rating of the ESC, the rating of the motor and the size, the gearing that you're running, and the tire size, if all of those things don't all line up, then you're looking for problems. You might get that magic purple smoke, you know. So just take an extra couple of minutes to try to figure out. I mean, I know there's calculators out there online. I could do math in my head, but I didn't want to do math when it came to this. This is supposed to be fun, right? So, but you want to be careful and you want to have fun. And fun is not blowing your rig up with some cheap system. And so, while this is not the most high end or most expensive system out there, this one is really intuitive. There are many settings that you have using this program card here. And you can set up your rig to run exactly how you want to run it, and just spend more time out there with it, running it, having fun, enjoying it, than in here on the bench and online ordering replacement parts. So hit me up in the comments if you want to know everything that I did to this Senten Mega to turn it essentially into a BLX with all stock armor parts. I've got all my SKUs right here. Look at all of these bag top labels. So including the latest one, which is the short course body mount set. I nearly rubbed these all the way off on that power slide that I did upside down with no body on. And here, this one has to go back. Look at these tires. This was the first time I actually ran these tires, and it just shredded them up. So